Okay.
Hi there, everyone. This is Emma, the author of the Menopause Mayhem, Menopausal Mayhem Mothers. That's the menopause brain fog for you coming on. I just want to introduce you as a part of the menopause consultancy to the lady who, well, I think people would say is the sort of behind the scenes person, perhaps. Louise, your background and your role within the menopause consultancy. Can you just talk us through that quickly?
Yes, of course, Emma. I come from a secretarial background. I worked for many years as a PA in accountancy firms in London. And then one day I was approached by Dr. Tina Pears, and I knew her already from a few years back, and she asked me whether I would help out with a few little jobs, printing letters and that sort of thing. And at that time I had stopped working in London and was working at home for my husband, and so I was very pleased to help out. But things progressed, Emma, and helping out has turned into a lovely full job, which I thoroughly enjoy. So I suppose you probably want to know what I actually do.
I like to refer to you as the lady behind the email, which sounds very small, but actually for menopausal ladies who are approaching a private practice for the first time, possibly feeling very vulnerable.
Yeah.
You're their first port of call, aren't you?
I am. I am the human face behind our clinic's inbox. I am the first point of contact for anybody who wants to know more about the clinic or to book an appointment. I look after the doctors, make sure that they have what they need before consultations, and then I look after the patients after they've had their consultation and make sure they get what they need, and just try and make everything run smoothly.
So you're the joined up writing, which is fantastic. And the thing I think I'm the most fascinated by, because being a menopausal woman myself, is that the doctors get a lot of feedback, of course, but you're the person who sees the lady or hears the lady for the first time, the lady that comes in, and then the lady that comes out. Give me a little bit of a sort of a picture of what that feels like.
Yes, of course. We get some lovely feedback from our ladies about, mostly they say how lovely it was to feel listened to by a doctor who truly understands and gives them the time to talk about their symptoms. And then, of course, we get feedback from ladies, as you've just said, who feel they have lost themselves to the menopause. And then, having started their treatment, they start to feel as though they're getting their life back, and they start to recognise themselves again, which I think, I don't think you can get better feedback than that. It's lovely to hear that.
I was going to say that must be one of the most rewarding parts of your job, to see a little flower that's slightly shriveled, that's been watered essentially and is blooming again.
Yeah, absolutely, Emma. It's lovely and it is rewarding. I get to work with such a great team of doctors. They are dedicated to helping women, using their expertise to help women through the menopause and onto a better health, better life.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you know, I mean, it's obviously a combination of ages, but to see that firsthand must, you know, to see the difference that the team that you're working with is making, just must be so joyful. I'm actually quite envious, to be honest.
It is. I can honestly say that I really enjoy my job, and I don't think I've ever said that about any any job before. It's lovely.
Yeah, and I can totally see why. I mean, as I mentioned to you before we started recording this interview, the menopause consultancy changed my life. And you know, you think of me as somebody, a very extrovert, you know, outgoing, sort of I don't know, somebody that sort of seems very happy and bubbly. That's not how the menopause consultancy found me. But what they produced was somebody who actually can cope, and it's been fantastic. And I would say that there is not a doctor I could choose from, if I'm honest. They're all so compassionate, like you say, they listen. They also have made their life's work to really study women. And what I love about it is it's all tailor-made. So every woman comes in differently and then comes out differently. So just to sort of wrap this up, because I know that we're sort of very relatively short for time, but what is the process that a woman goes through? So she's feeling obviously very menopausal. She may possibly have been told that she's either too young, or and perhaps and so she's been directed towards the menopause consultancy, which I'm hoping more and more women will do, because it is life-changing. I can't put that out far enough to the rest of the world. What is the next step?
So I would say that the first thing to do is take a look at our website. We have a great website with an awful lot of information on. We've got a page of frequently asked questions and obviously the answers. We have a page where you can read about our doctors. I think it's called Meet the Team. And then we also run an automated system. So if you wanted to book an appointment, you can do that yourself. And whilst talking about booking appointments, I must just mention that we have two new doctors. We have Dr. Leah Brugger and Dr. Wat Se Cheng.
No, it's not. It's Wait Si Cheng. And funny enough, I spoke to her earlier, and she just, because I just think Waitsy's the most beautiful name. But she said you should hear it when it's said in Lancastrian, Waitsy. She had me in hysterics. Absolute joy of a lady.
Yes.
Really, truly, she's got my heart already.
Yes, they are both lovely, and they have availability. So, you know, if you're thinking about booking an appointment, they are there ready to help. So yes, go to the website, take a look, and my email address is on the website. If you've got further questions, email in. It's
it's all done remotely at the moment.
It is done. Yes. I would say that's the only thing. You need to choose whether you want to have a video appointment or a telephone appointment. Most ladies choose to have that video contact. Some ladies who are perhaps feeling a bit anxious prefer to just keep it on the telephone, but that's absolutely up to you. But we're not able to do sadly not able to do any face-to-face appointments at the moment for obvious reasons.
Yeah, but in fairness, Louise, I guess one of the main things is that with the menopause, you don't necessarily need a physical examination. I mean, I've heard that there are certain things that need to be known, but that can be found out by the patient themselves.
Yes.
And I think, you know, one of the things that is wonderful is that if you go and see a GP, you have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Whereas you know, you're booking, ladies, 45 minutes with a
Yeah.
specialist doctor who is
Yeah.
not only going to listen, but is going to understand.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And how fantastic. And thank you so much for doing this, because I think it's really important for ladies, you know, I'm talking from a personal perspective, suffering from possible anxiety. They
Yeah.
may not have slept for about 4.5 years.
Yeah.
I'm taking that slightly to the extreme, but feeling a little bit, you know, very, very low about themselves. And to
Yeah.
know the person that they're going to be sending that email off to, which could change
Absolutely.
it, which will change their lives. There's the face, there's the beautiful face of Louise Jackson, who is going to be your first port of call, who does get to see the lady who comes in, as I say, I'm going to give the analogy of a shriveled flower who
Yeah.
gets watered and comes out as a fully
Yeah.
bloomed, beautiful flower.
Basically, we get contacted by ladies who don't feel very well, and they need to be treated kindly and with patience and helped.
Well, just really quickly before we end this, the website is www.menopauseconsultancy.co.uk, and on there is Louise's email address, and you go from there, and your life gets changed. And thank you so much for coming on and talking to me. I'm really looking forward to my next appointment.
Welcome.
Fantastic. All the best. Take care. And we'll see you soon, and stay safe.
And you, Emma.
All the best. Bye.